Yo, what's good, people? It's Mikkasa here. I'm very happy to announce that we are starting with episode 2. Here are some guys here watching live on Discord channel. So, as we begin again, we are starting with episode 2 of creation loops, how to make loops, introduction. Yesterday we did an introduction of how to make loops, some about chords and steps, some basic things. Now we are going to just practice things from yesterday, maybe even use some plugins, VSTs, showing some tricks and all things like that. So I'm just starting with a sample, of course, to follow our scale. I'm just going to take minor harmonic scale and put it maybe on B. I'm just going to extend this to keep me more organized, just like this. Okay. I'm going to use electro this time. I want to use some bell sounds here. Just pick up my MIDI key. Okay. I'm going to find out some bell. This is too hard. I want something really simple. I think we can maybe find something here. Oops. Yeah, we can use this sound. Not bells we wanted, but okay. I think we can make now more complex loops and maybe change some chord progression. So from yesterday we can use our helpers here. For example, minor, let's take maybe for example minor 7 and just adjust on our scale. Okay, see this fits. I'm just going to extend this one. Okay, this can give a really chilly vibe. Okay, I'm just going to copy this layer here again, these first chords. Maybe change these notes here. Let's hear it. I'm just going to use EQ2 here, because some sounds are killing my ears. So I'm just going to make it visually easy here. Maybe here. These frequencies are too high, so I'm just going to adjust them. So what I did here is I changed these, let's say, bass notes down, one and one down, so it's giving a different chord progression. For example, if I did here, this note here, it sounds like out of scale. It's not, because we are in scale, but it sounds like that because it's a chord progression. We are only changing these two last notes. And of course, I can change these notes here, and it can be, for example, for a counter melody and stuff like that. So I'm just going to extend this again. Probably, yes. I will keep this chord progression. Maybe I can change this one. I just want to see how it sounds. Maybe change this down. Okay, we can use this. Okay, I'm just going to speed it up. And now we have chord progression. This could be our bass notes. And now when you have these bass notes, we can start with a counter melody by adding some maybe upper notes, but it always depends. Maybe we can add more sounds, but that takes practice. Now we're just going to some basic things, so we are only using some one sounds or maybe two. So I can start with a counter melody here. I'll just keep these basic notes. This chord progression will be our bass, and we can start some counter melodies here. I'm just going to use steps, maybe chord progression. I will see. I'm just placing note. When you are doing, for example, you finished chord progression, just pick whatever note, just pick randomly and see how it will go. For example, I just picked G6, so I'm just going to see how it sounds. Not bad. I think I can follow this. Sounds dope. Maybe I can use this one, copy here. And what I think here is that I can copy all, since we have this chord progression of 2 bars, I'm just going to use these steps for only 2 bars. So I'll just copy this here, so we can see that our progression is changing here. So I will change these steps as well to make it even more interesting and more better. I can maybe put here. I'm just going to see. Okay, we can use this one. Since we have again changing chord progression, sorry. I'm just going to adjust these notes here. We can maybe switch it back like these ones because they are same, or we can change to another one. Let's see how it sounds now. And what we can see also, we have changing chord progression again here, so we can change again these steps here. I'm just going to give it a listen. This is what I think is good. Of course, you can change it later, change whatever sounds you like. For example, I can change this. This could be our new chord progression. But we want to use that. I just want to make this clear. And let's give it. Let's hear it once more time. Okay, so the things I did here, so I was following the chord progression. Let's forget these notes here. I'm just going to delete them. So we can see that our chord progression is changing. We have 4 notes here. Here, we change these notes here. This change, and this one. So I was just following these first 2 bars chord progression. As you can see with these notes, we can see that chord progression is changing here, and I changed steps here, again here, switch it back because it's same. Maybe you can change it again. I just feel that way will be good, you know. It always depends on the person, of course. And again. So what I'm going to do now, I think I can hear that, for example. Okay, I see I have a 8-bar loop. Now I think I can change at the end of the 4-bar, maybe add some more notes. So let's give it a listen again. I'm just going to press randomly note. Not this one. Maybe this one. Okay, and we can copy this also here. And let's hear it one more time. Okay, I'm just going to put some drums to see how our loop now reacts on drums. Just some randomly. Okay, let's see. Fill each step. Okay, let's just paste here. I'm just going to cut it now. Only was 4 bars. So this part. Sounds already super fire. Don't focus this on much drums, just forget them. So since we have this 8-bar loop, now we can also extend it, but only this part here. So for example, you can from this you can make this 4-bar loop, and this extended loop can be another 4-bar loop. So for example, we can save this part here, and when this another part start, we can maybe change something here to make it to play it more faster. And copy everything up here. And let's see again. So, for example, you can play only a few notes here. This could be, for example, intro for your beat, and this can be another counter melody or hook, whatever you choose. So let's hear it one more time. Sounds really dope. Okay, we see that our loop is really fire. So what we can see here, for someone who is beginner or only start with the loops, you can see that, oh, this is mess, this have a lot of style, a lot of to do, but it's nothing that much complex, you know. It's not that hard. We just played around. See, we started from this, just building a loop step by step, not taking too much sound. If you for example have a loop in your head, and you want, don't just try to export everything from your head into the computer. Just go step by step. Maybe it will come even more better. So let's hit it one more time. Okay, sounds really good. I'm just going to save this because it sounds really good. I can miss this one. It's cool. Okay, I'm just going to start with another loop. I'm just going to delete everything here. You don't need those drums. Now we can change our scale and just copy everything by holding Control and maybe put it down a little bit. Okay, A sharp. Let's go with A sharp. And we can change our sound here. Not bad. These sounds are too hard. I'm just going to turn off this. Okay. Now let's, for example, let's don't use chord progression now. Let's just play with the steps. so we can just pick randomly notes. I'm just going to, let's go with 120 ppm, and for example let's put note here. Okay, make sure that you have always in your loops a little bit bass, a little down notes like this. Of course you can EQ it every time you want, but we want just now. Okay, as you can see, I just pick notes randomly, and now I'm just going to follow this. I'm just going to copy this everything and hear it once more time. Oops. This sounds really, really good. Now I can add maybe a chord progression. I'm just going to try. As we said, skip one note, play another one, skip one, play another one. You see, chords are giving really, really different vibe. For example, if I extend these notes here, okay, I'm just going to test them. You can see that chords are giving a more different sound, but for example, if you want some chords, you can use different sounds and make different melody, counter melody from this and other sounds, combined sounds, of course. Now we are just going to use this one. I'm just going to copy everything here, and let's hear it once more time. And you can hear already in your head, okay, this is low, I can make a beat with this one. You don't have to always add some notes, okay, to make it even more harder. You can always practice. For example, I can add this here. Now I'm just feeling that I could add some one note maybe here. Okay, that's it. Let's try another one sound. Let's combine two sounds now. We won't talk about now combining too much sounds, just giving a try. Now, I mean, it's so hard to find that exact sound you want to find, but always you can practice. I just want to play now main melody and try other sounds out if they fit. I like this one. We can try this one. Now I just can play one note. Let's see how it sounds. As you can see, I just stack the layers. I just play notes where I already placed my main melody. I'm just going to copy everything here and switch octave up by holding Control and arrow up. Let's see again how it sounds. Hey, sorry. Yo, mother bro, what's up? No. I'll just continue talking. So, we can say that we have our loop. We can, for example, split by channels, split our sounds, and we have a loop. Very simple, of few steps, few notes. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes each, and copied. That's it. Now let's hear it again. I have to try to see how beat reacts on this. Just need to make it drums. It's not really simple. Not much focusing on this one. Just want to see how it reacts. I want another snare. Okay, let's take this one. See, you get almost a full beat. You can add 808s, some percussion, and that's it. I mean, I'm saying that's it because I had practice with it. You can always have it, of course. So, I'm just going to delete this one. And we can see what we went here. Something really simple steps. As you can see, yes. I didn't add any effects here except EQ. This was EQ from the last melody. I mean, if you're using any dub, you have EQ, stock plugin, of course. And without any plugins, we made a really super beat. We can use another sound. For example, if you use piano from an Nexus or even FL keys, it will sound one more fire.
That was fire.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I mean, you saw, it's really simple, you know, just play around, practice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave, not much talk about this, but some sounds may not have, but almost every sound that have it, you can see these velocities here. It's always good, for example, when you are using piano, guitar, or these, let's say, natural instruments. So you can play with these velocities and make them sound real, you know. It will, if for example, if each sound is at the same level, it can sound more digital than natural guitar, for example, or piano. So it's always good to play with this around, make something for that. Who knows? Oh, see. Okay, now I'm just going to play maybe just one chord progression notes. I'm just going to find my sampler here. We don't need this anymore. I can remake this melody. Even it's recorded, you can always remake it. I don't want to forget this, man. Okay, let's find now pads. Let's use pads now. If I have some. No. This one too hard. I think I may have some here. Yeah. Let's play maybe with only chords here. Just practicing. What we are going to use, of course, is now minor scale. We can switch tomorrow or at Monday when school starts. Maybe we try with other scales, major, for example, see how it sounds. Now let's just focus on minor scale. Let's use our helper here. You can always use these helpers, of course. You see these, for example. This is advanced more music theory. Only I think musicians knows. example, if you see these notes, you can see that this one is not skipped, as I said. This takes a lot more time to adapt, to learn. So we are just going to play on our basic things. Put octave down. I'm just going to switch these notes here. I need EQ here. Okay. For example, if you didn't skip this one part here, it always sounds a lot of dope. That's also it gives you practice, learn about more music theory. We'll learn that maybe later, definitely. Advance some things, but this also, as I always say, some basic things, just practicing basic things, not learning too much things. I'm just going to I need another pad, this one is too hard. I think maybe I can even find some keys. Okay, let's use this case. This, for example, let's use our helper here. I'm just going to use this one and maybe copy again like this. Change maybe chords. And copy this around. As you can see, I just moved this note up here. Chord progression stayed the same. Maybe change later. Of course, you want to now to use some effects, or I don't know. I can use maybe for this preset here for this sound, for example. Like maybe make it underwater effect, you know. And on this, you can play some counter melodies with some stabs, of course. I need to place it by myself here and turn off this EQ. Copy this again here. So, if I change this middle note here, it will give another darker sound. This middle note. Even if I didn't skip this one, but this goes like this with these chords. That goes like this. I'm just going to use piano here now to show you something. No, this one. No, I missed this mono. I'm just going to use Nexus here. Let's find my guitar, my piano, sorry. So this game may sound really familiar. These, if you're listening to much drill music, you can hear these are some basic chords for a drill music. If you wonder how they made these chords, it's really like this, and how they made, like, they just make this attack, and I just need to like more boost here, decay, and you can have your drill chord progression really fast by just changing this middle note here to make it even more darker. But what will, let's see what will happen if we move these notes up here. See, this, by changing this middle note here, you change a whole different vibe of a chord progression. See, we have only this. We have, let's say, bass, this cover, and we have these middle notes that we are changing a whole vibe of a chord progression. Let's see, hear it one more time. Let's see if it did change this note here. It's giving again different vibe, but giving a whole change in my chord progression. This is like only changing a melody. But with this, nearly different vibe again. Since our root note is A sharp, we don't want to use this one note before below that. It can sound like off scale, but it's not. It you can hear. Since we change this note here up, it sounds really different vibe again. Switch it back. You can hear, like, okay, it sounds like auto scale, but when you change this middle note and put this below root note, since we see that our root note is A sharp, and we place another below that, it can give you a really melodic vibe when we only change this note and again this one bass note. Let's maybe switch it back to see how it's one more notes, F sharp, let's say. See, we only change again. Maybe let's put it again more. So these parts staying the same, just we are changing the bass now. Let's just switch it back. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going, guys, to finish this record session. Thank you guys for watching. This is only our recorded material. We are going to publish on YouTube because we want that to waste too much time on this one. So we learned some basic things again. We practice some things. So we can expect you at Monday again at the same time with two shifts with me and Ebenezer. We can keep learning more about chord progressions. Maybe try to learn mixing two sounds, to see how to mix two sounds to make them sounds like one, you know, with two or three sounds to make them fit each other. So thank you guys for watching this video material, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.